About a week ago, we got yet another brand new original called Prime Dice, and our first time checking it out, we ended up hitting a 583x target multiplier and made over $6,000 of profit from a 1K deposit. Today, we are back and we are going to be taking 3 of your guys' profit strategies that you have provided in the Discord, and we're going to be putting them to the test. As always, the strategy that profits the most, the winner will receive a cash prize. Let's get into it. Let's get started, guys. We have $3,000 for today's session, and we have got 3 of your guys' strategies to try on the new Prime Dice Original. Now, about a week ago, our first time checking it out, guys, we hit a 583x, ended up making like $6,000 of profit. It was absolutely insane, so we are back on it, see if we can continue the profit streak with this original. Again, 3 strategies. Let's get into the first one, guys. This one is going to be from Chill Guy. I already have it set up and labeled number 1 because this is the first strategy. Edit strategy: on every 1 loss, increase bet amount by 24%. On every 1 win, reset bet amount. On first streak of 10 losses, set bet amount to 0.01, which he said to do this for condition number 3. And we are going to be betting that for our amount today. So let's set 0.01. And then he said roll between 30, so 30, and 38.25. 38.25, which is going to give us a 12x target multiplier. Let's go ahead and start this strategy up, guys, and see how this is going to work. Should we turn on instant bet, or should we just leave it how it is for now? Let's just leave it how it is for now to see, just to kind of get an idea of how this works, see what we are looking at, so we can see our first win on like the 20th bet. I want to see. I'm not trying to highlight this. What's going on? Does this reset? So I want to see it reset. So starts at 1 cent. We are definitely starting with a lower bet amount today, 1 cent for such a large balance, but we are going for a 12x target multiplier. So I do like that. I want to see if this resets. It should reset. So it resets. And then after this, I do not think it resets again. Let's take a look here. 9. Okay, so it seems like we have not been able to see that happen yet. I want to see that real quick. So it resets back to 1 cent right now. And then if we can continue to lose. So then from there, it looks like it is going to continuously climb. So it looks like a bit of a safety feature there, but this is where it can get good for us here. Or bad. This can get good or bad, guys. Nice. That's going to be a good hit right there. I'm going to go ahead and instant bet this and turn animations off. That way we can kind of just speed things along a bit here, guys, and kind of just make profit a bit quicker. I already have a grasp on how the strategy works. So the first 10 bets, if it doesn't hit, it resets it back to 1 cent. And then after that, until we hit it, it will not reset. So I guess it's kind of a safety measure there, kind of resets it back in case we are to go on a longer streak to where we would be griefed if it didn't reset. But from what I can say from the strategy is, if we go on an insane loss streak, and I'm talking, the bet amount has to get up there, which is something I kind of would want to happen with this strategy, because if we are to go on a loss streak, the bigger the bet amount is going to get, and the bigger the bet amount gets, that is going to do beauty for our profits. So you could see how it's going to work, right? If we go on a loss streak, it starts to chip away at our profits, guys, but once we are able to hit, it will put us where we were before, plus give us that extra profit, which are the strategies that we do like here. We prefer the strategies where if we're going to go on a loss, it's going to put us higher than we were before and not kind of below or level to where we were. But so far, so good. We are looking like, we're looking like this one can be a decent hit, and you could see on the graph, it starts to chip away. Auto bet finished. I have no idea what just happened. Let's go ahead and start this up again. I don't know. Why does it keep stopping? We just started it again. It starts to grief us again. Alrighty, no worries. If there's anything I would change about the strategy, I would say, potentially removing condition number 3 on first streak of 10 losses, set the bet amount back to 1 cent. Maybe, if I had to think of something, guys, because again, what that kind of does is it decreases the chances a bit of the bet amount kind of getting up there, which obviously the bet amount can 100% get up there. It can 100% get up there, especially when we're going for a 12x target multiplier. But so far, we've yet to see anything absolutely absurd. Again, we are starting with only 1 cent for the bet amount. The increase is nothing crazy. The only thing that kind of makes this strategy in the riskier side, I would say, is the multiplier, right? We are shooting for a 12x target multiplier, and I can't even count on two hands how many times I've lost freaking 15, 18 in a row going for a 2x multiplier. So imagine how many we can lose going for a 12x target multiplier, right? And even if you just look at the graph, we have nearly approaching 500 losses and only 55 wins. So 100% with a 12x target multiplier and an 8% win chance. We are going to be seeing a ton of more losses, but again, we are starting with a lower bet amount. The increase is nothing crazy, and we do kind of have a bit of a safety feature where on the first 10 bets reset us back to 1 cent, and then from there we can start to climb. But $40 of profit so far. We've yet to see anything crazy. The only time we were in the red zone was from the start, and we were only down $6, guys. So only being down $6 and still having, $994 in the balance really isn't gonna, scare us or anything like that. Let's see if we can maybe hit $50 of profit. I kind of want to see if we can get a bigger bet amount, but it seems like the condition 3 is preventing that from happening. But it looks like right now, see, that was only a 50-cent bet amount right there. Again, condition 3 might, at the end of the day, if you guys are going to try the strategy, might end up not meaning anything because you can just go on an absolutely absurd loss streak. But for us, it seems like it has reset definitely a good amount of times before climbing. So $46 of profit. See if we can get to 50 and we can move on to the second strategy. Super solid strategy though. So $3 more. This looks like we might be there. Keep climbing. This is the highest the bet amount has been. Nice. It looks like we're gonna hit. Oh my gosh, you guys can see. You guys can just see. Take a look at that. We were down this much and we finally hit, and the bet amount was like, what was it at, like $5? $5 somewhere around there, and that puts us to $88 of profit. From that hit, I was hoping to get to $50 of profit, but you guys can see if the bet amount gets up there, then look what it does for our profits. So super solid. Under 800 or over 800 bets, $88 of profit. Solid strategy. Let's move on to the next one. Let's get into the second strategy, guys. It is from Kier Mara. He says multiplier 990x, guys. Now, when I saw this, I was like, 990x, we're definitely going to be taking a risk trying this out, but we are going to be sending it. Bet 6 cents for 1,000, got $1,000. So let's go ahead and lock that in. And for the conditions, edit so you guys could take a look at them. Condition 1, on every 20 losses, increase bet amount by 8%. On every 20 losses, increase bet amount 8%. Condition 2, on every 1 win, reset bet amount. And that is going to be it for the conditions. We're going to instant bet this, guys, just because we are going for a 990x target multiplier, essentially 1,000x here on dice. I don't think I've ever ran a dice strategy where we targeted a 1,000x. I think we've had them where we've targeted 25s, 100x's, and we have even targeted 100x's, but I've never tried one where we target a 1,000. So let's just see if we can hit this. How many bets? I don't know why the auto bet keeps doing that. I got to remind myself when the auto bet finishes to reset that bet amount back to 6 cents, because we started it back at 8 cents. So if we are able to hit this, then it could be worrisome for us, because it'll start back at 8 cents. No hits so far, but we're only down like $11. Started from 6 cents. We are now at 11 cents for the bet amount. With a strategy like this, I imagine we only need like two hits. We definitely don't need too many hits with the strategy because the multiplier is so huge. But I want to see it hit. Down about $20. 14 cents is at the bet amount. So the bet amount has more than doubled, almost tripled. Once it hits 18, the bet amount has been tripled. Come on, I gotta see this hit. Wonder how long until we could hit this low key. I won't even stop it. I will risk this, guys. I don't care how big that bet amount gets. Okay, the bet amount has now tripled. Come on, we need to hear it ding. Let's turn this up a bit. Leave it like that. We're down $42 now. 22 cents for the bet amount, man. If we hit this, we could be looking at some solid profits. Imagine the bet amount gets up to like I don't even... I mean, depending on how big this bet amount gets, guys, is what we're going to be looking at for profits, right? Because if it hits right now, that's going to be 280, or well, not exactly 280 because it's not 1,000x at 990. Come on. Surely it has to hit eventually, right? I mean, the one thing I will say that I do like as well, guys, is that it can hit either side, because one of his conditions he did put on every 10 bets, switch over under. That's gonna be our first hit right there. Nice. Take a look at that, guys. Take a look at that. $374 of profit. We were actually down, so we lost exactly all of our profit from the first strategy, $88, and then we hit $374. Okay, let's start this. I'm gonna go ahead and just start it from 10 cents and start this up again. See if we can bag ourselves a second hit here, a second 990x. But what I was saying before, guys, is he does have it set to switch over under on every 10 bets, but he must not have done this for prime dice. But it's easy for us to do it on prime dice because we could just target both sides, which is perfecto. So, and like I said, we only need like 2 hits, even 1 hit, guys. Like 1 hit is already $360 of profit, which is huge. So if we can get 1 more hit, then we can definitely move on to the next strategy. But if we don't hit it, then that's going to be unfortunate. But definitely, I definitely do like the strategy. I like it because you can lose so much, but I mean, that's something you need. You need to be able to lose so much, right? Because we are targeting a 1000x multiplier, and you know, we can't have some strategy where you can only lose like 100 or something like that. We need to be able to lose possibly thousands. I wonder how much we can lose before this auto bet would even stop. It has to be just an absolutely absurd amount that we can lose before, but I believe before the first one hit, it had to have hit in between like, so we'd stop that first strategy at like 800. I say this probably hitting around 400 to 500 bets. Auto bet stops again. Let's start this up again. If we could hit this again, our profits will be huge, man. Come on. The rest of roll on 99.91 or 0.01. Come on. This is getting up there again, just like the last one. I think, what did that hit? When it was at like 35 cents? This one is definitely getting up there. Our profits will be over 600 moans if we can hit this. Come on. I definitely do like this strategy, though. Very profitable. A lot more profitable from the first one. But the first one was still solid. We made $50 of profit. Come on. This is even bigger bet amount than the first one. We started this one at 10 cents as well. The first one we started at 6 cents. So come on, dude. Give us this hit. Give us this hit, dice. Be good to us. I know you already paid us 6K profit when we free played it a week ago, but surely we can make more profits. This will be a huge hit, man. This will be a huge hit, dude. I don't even think I'd stop this auto bet, guys. Genuinely. I'll let this bet amount climb. We're still in profit, though. We still have over $200 of profit, but you could see. Nice. Stop it right there. Oh, my gosh. That was a huge hit. What was the bet amount at? Like 70 cents right there or something like that? But $947 of profit. Huge. It didn't even make the dinging noise, but we just looked at the graph and we see the absolute huge climb in the graph. Nice. On to the final strategy, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So condition 1, on every 10 losses, increase bet amount by 16%. On every 1 win, reset bet amount. He also added a condition to switch over under but we can just aim for both sides, so we don't need to add that condition. We're going for 100x, so we were just going for 1000x, so 100x is a lot lower. We are going to be betting 10 cents for 1000. Let's go ahead and start this up and see if we can make some nice profits from this, guys. So from the first strategy, it's obviously $50 of profit. The second strategy was like $950 of profit. And on to our third strategy, guys. Let's see if this one can beat the second one, but I don't think it will, because that one was actually really good, going for that 1000x. Plus, I don't want to sit here and run this for too long. It's super hot in my room, guys. I'm trying to wrap up this video, so I think the second strategy is going to be the victor for today. This strategy is from Larry. So 100x target multiplier. Did we hit that right there? I think we just hit that. Yeah, nice. It doesn't even make the dinging noise. Interesting. It didn't do that on, it did it the first time we hit the 990x, it did it. The second time it didn't do it, and now right now it didn't do it. So I guess we just kind of have to keep an eye on the graph, and maybe at the top right here to see if the green hits. But oh, it hit again. Nice. Okay, I mean, hey, beautiful. We'll take it. That's the second time we've hit 100x with this strategy. Super solid in terms of how many losses you could take, just like the second strategy, right, guys? They made the dinging noise now. Oh, it hit 100, man. Oh my gosh, if it hits 100, guys, if you go for the target roll outside 100 on regular dice, I know that is a 990x 9900x target multiplier. I've never hit that before, but what was I saying beforehand? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I think something about how with this strategy and the one we just did, you need to be able to take way more losses than you need to be able to take wins, right? Because we are going for 100x and we were going for 1000x, so we need to be able to lose an absolutely absurd amount, which means our bet amount needs to start lower, the increase needs to be low, and that can definitely sway in our favor. Bet amount's at 56 cents. 65, 75. This could be a decent hit right here. That's going to be a hit right there, guys. I think we're going to go ahead and stop this strategy. We've already been running the strategies for over 20 minutes. The first strategy, $50 of profit. The second strategy, like $950 of profit. The second strategy, we'll just say over $100 of profit. So this one will be coming in second place. But overall, every single strategy, guys, pretty solid for the new prime dice. I mean, we made profit on every single one. Obviously, the second one was much more, but overall, very solid, guys. If you made it this far in the video, hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know if you guys are going to be trying out these strategies, if there's anything you change about them. And again, guys, if you want a chance to be in a video like this to win some money, all you have to do is join the Discord, submit your strategies in the strategy section, guys. All the time I go through there, I pick out your guys' strategies, put them to the test so you guys can win some money. But that is going to do it for me, and I will catch you guys in the next one.